All right. So, the other day I mentioned I kind of have a new woo woo dude. Not woo woo friend, female, woo woo dude. And he reached out to me. I said, "Oh, yeah, I just had a 2.5 hour conversation with him today." And then the next day or the day after, we had another 3 hour conversation on the phone. Just, talking. He had told me his whole story of how he got wakened, became spiritual, gets downloads now. Like, he's got these abilities. Fascinating story. I believe him 100%. He's not making this crap up. He said, "Joe, I'm getting downloads now for you that I'm to reach out to you." He goes, "And typically, I notice I work with old souls. That's usually who come to me in spirit. That's just what comes my way. You have an old soul." He goes, "And typically they come to me. I'm being told, go reach out to Joe." He goes, "I've been following you for a few years. I've never really reached out to you. I've been following you on YouTube, but they told me reach out to him." And he had shared with me that he goes, soon, maybe within a month, he thought maybe. But as he explained too, time on their side is, as you know, Joe, it's not the same as time on here. He goes, "But I think in the next maybe 30 days, you're going to start getting some shit, spiritual enlightenment, so to speak, more than what you've already got." He goes, that's what I feel like I'm getting for you. They wanted me to talk to you. And I thought, well, okay. So we started talking about a lot of stuff. He said, "Oh, this comet, the blue Kachina, this Atlas comet." He goes, "Now, I didn't tell you guys, in all fairness, I did not say this in advance. I don't think I said this. I'm pretty sure I didn't, even though he did tell me. I'm telling you now, he told me in advance. And that's why I'm doing this damn video now, because I felt like, damn it, I should have said something already. I promise you, he told me this in advance. And if I put him on the phone right now and just said, 'Dude, did you not tell me this like 3 or 4 days ago?' He would be like, 'Absolutely.' What he told me, and I'm going to share the screen, amongst other things, Joe, this comet, he goes, I think this is technically the blue star Kachina. He goes, and it's basically the sign that something, worse is coming. To prepare. Not right off the bat. It's not going to be the same year. He goes, but a larger body's coming. This is the, harbinger, or here it is, hello, warning light. Okay, we've got a few years kind of a thing. Or maybe several years. He goes, that's the one that's going to kind of cause the disruptions. He goes, but as it gets closer and closer, starting this year, Joe, you're going to notice more volcanoes, earthquakes, stuff's going to happen. You're going to see some stuff happening, and then it's going to continually get worse until this thing comes around and leaves. But this was the warning sign. He said, "Joe, you're going to hear that it's breaking apart." And he goes, "You may hear, if you search in the right way, possibly, you might be able to find the data that we actually shot it into pieces with our, Star Wars or whatever space technology. We did that." He goes, you may be able to find this. They may release it in the not too distant future. That, oh, there's the news story. But bottom line is, you're going to hear about it breaking apart. And I thought, okay, not that it meant anything. Oh, it broke apart. Not that meant anything. So here it is, April 25th today. The real BP Earthwatch, guys, new channel. Atlas splits. Main body could hit the sun. What? So I saw that. And I think, matter of fact, Bill, maybe someone sent it to me. And I forwarded it right to him through text. "Dude, check this out." And I don't have my phone here. I forgot what he said, but it was like, yep, told you. So this is just interesting. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean anything right now. Other than, for me, this is validation that this dude, he's got something going on. And we talked about mortgages, the reset, and he said what he was getting was, and again, he doesn't have 100% accuracy rating either. No psychic does, but I value what he says, just like the rest of them. He said, what I'm kind of gathering out of this is, yeah, there's all these people unemployed. Some businesses are never coming back. There's going to be people who have mortgages that they can't pay them anymore. We don't see Donald Trump, he either. Oh, you're getting kicked out of your house. No way, Trump's not that dude. He won't do that. He said, what I kind of saw, later, was, whatever you own right now, whether you're making payments on it or not, When this is all said and done, you own it. It's yours. So whatever you own now, you're going to own in the future. And then doesn't sound to me like, oh, we have to pay it back. It sounds to me like, you know, what some people, Joe, have you ever heard of Nasara? Yes, I have. I found Nasara many, 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 many years ago and read through it and like, it's exciting at first, oh wow, but then you realize, okay, this ain't happening. This sounds like a load of BS. Until Trump got elected. Now I've answered some questions. I said, the guys, people have asked, I've known about it for a long time. I thought most of it was pretty much, yeah, right, not happening. You see who's in charge. Until Donald Trump got elected. Now I think we may find some of it, probably not all of it, some of that Nasara stuff may actually happen. Not even because Trump knew the person that created Nasara, just that's the way the cookie's going to crumble. And Trump's not going to screw us. He's going to screw the bad guys. The banksters, all of them, sorry about your luck. You guys shut the economy down. You guys said it was this and that. And now you made the bed. Now you got to lay in it. And now all these people, we're not kicking them out of their houses. So I just want to share that with you. Especially the comet thing. Because that dude literally told me, I think this past weekend. 5-6 days ago. He also told me, Joe, look to the east around the 25th, 26th, something in the east. I'm like, in the sky? He's like, no. I think on the world, like over east, whether that's Asia or Middle East, it's just something east. He goes, I'm getting that for you. Like, but it means, like, we're all going to know about it. And I thought, okay, well, today's the 25th. And I know a day or two ago we heard initially about Kim Jong-un, North Korea leader. Oh, he might be dead. He might not be dead. Today, Japanese, I think, people went over there. Okay, yeah, he's in a vegetative state. Today's the first day he said, look to the east. So you're talking Korea and Asia, and that's over there. The east. Is that what he meant? He didn't know either. He just said, something in the east of the planet, there's going to be some big news. He goes, I don't know what it is. He said, but I'm being told to just tell this to you. I thought, oh, okay. So, anyways, he's an interesting fella. And I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be effing cool. Because this is going to happen. You ever hear of Skinwalker Ranch? There's a TV show on it right now. This dude that I'm telling you about, in so many words, he has access to the ranch at any time. And he's been feeling he needs to go there at some point. And he was actually being taunted by the entities over there. Oh yeah, come over and play. Why don't you come play with us? He said in kind of a taunting kind of way. And he thought, okay. He goes, but I never took him up. I didn't want to go. Like, not yet. He goes, but that's an open invitation. And he goes, I'll be on. I stopped him. I said, dude, if you go over there, you know who you're inviting, right? He goes, well, that's what I was going to tell you. If I go, I'd like to invite you and actually another lady I know who's a medium or something. And we all go there. I thought, okay, when that's about to go down, you just let me know. Because this is gonna be great. And he told me a little bit about what he thinks is happening there and who's there and what's there. But again, that's not for me to repeat here right now. Now that he probably wouldn't care, but it's all good. So at some point in the future, and I'd love for it to be sooner rather than later. Man, would I not like to go do that? Do some video, night vision goggles, the whole 9 yards. But if we go, it's going to be like me and my buddies when we go to New Mexico. Yeah, we're hunting for treasure. We go up to the mountain. We go to here. We go to the site. But when we go and we're working there, like trying to make progress, we always typically start out with like a little prayer, meditation. We let the mountain know we're back. Thank you for allowing us to be here. Thank you. And when I say the mountain, it's not just the mountain. It's everything there. Spirits, you name it, all in one. Thank you for allowing us to be here. We're grateful. We're honored that you allowed us, me and my friends to come here. Thank you, gratitude. And then we get busy. It's just normal. It's our routine. And I feel like if me and him and his friend go to Skinwalker Ranch at some point, it's going to be the same thing. Everyone who's been there is not going to be doing what we did and how we handle this. We're going to do our thing our way spiritually. And I'll tell you the biggest thing. I'll just go ahead and say it. This probably could apply to many things. Skinwalker Ranch, New Mexico, this thing, that thing, the artifacts in the cave, all of it. You must always, as my friend Pete would say, you must always give respect, honor, and it wouldn't hurt to bring an offering. You don't have to, but it wouldn't hurt to bring an offering. And that's one thing I kind of left an offering at our site, but not like what an Indian spirit would probably want. And bring tobacco, and I just keep not doing it. And I keep reminding myself, do it next time, and I forget next time. Do it next time, I forget next time. Damn it, bring an offering, dude. So I'm like, this time I'm gonna get that offering. I'm missing it, and I know they're not messing with me about it. I guess my intentions are too pure for them to really be bothered by it, but still, I want to be right about it. The more I learn about this stuff, and I'm not an expert in this stuff, but I'm learning and they're guiding me, and it's like sometimes slapping in the face guiding you, like, oh, okay. And I just know automatically, we go to Skinwalker Ranch, we're not going to do what all these other people do. The way they handle it, the way they're on their scientific methods, they got all these guns on them, let's go. You're bringing a gun to technology and people intelligence that would wipe the floor with you. What are you going to do with that nonsense? What are you doing, bozo? Right? I understand you might want one on you, mountain lion, whatever. Conceal carry it or have a little pistol on your side, fine. But I think we're going to go there at some point and do it the way we should do it spiritually. And maybe we'll find, holy crap, they're going to, whatever's there might actually communicate with us at some level. Okay, finally we got some people in here who get it. They're not taunting us. They're not messing with us. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. They're respecting us. They're doing it the right way. Okay. Like they said, come play. Yeah, come play. And he goes, he said, yeah, that was kind of like taunting, but not like, oh yeah, come over here, big boy. We're going to F you up. It wasn't like that. They already knew. He never even stepped foot on the place yet. And they're already talking with him. And I have reason to believe he's not messing with any of us. Like he's that dude. And again, he just fed me this days ago. I freaking wish I would have said this just in advance. But what am I going to say in the video? A woo-woo dude told me it's going to break apart. That's it. Have a nice day. But now that this is happening, it's making me think of other stuff. I'll put it all in one. Let's talk about it. So, again, I promise you, he told me this. And if I have to get his ass on the phone just to be official, I will do it. I don't think I need to. You know my who I am. I don't come out here and lie to y'all. I mean, does it sound like I'm lying to you right now about stuff? So, I can't wait to do some of these adventures, man. It's not just about one spot treasure hunt. Oh, Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, this opened up. Oh, let's go do that. Oh, Fred invited me to go do the Hopi moon dance or the Ute Indians. I can go over there with Fred. Fred's gonna invite me. I don't know what my life has in store. But I told y'all, I think it's heading that way. And I don't mind. Doesn't mean my YouTube channel goes away and I don't stop talking about the stuff I talk about. But at the same time, if Trump really fixes shit over the next couple years even, and we're well on our way to, everything's great, how much political and financial doom and gloom is going to be left to talk about on all these channels that you see on YouTube? I'm going to be transitioning, I think, into, Joe the Explorer, archaeologist, amateur whatever guy, spiritual dude, maybe I'll be a guru one day, who knows? And I'm off doing that stuff. And when something comes up over here, the old political thing, I'll talk about that too. Oh, crypto stuff, keep going. Like, I don't need to turn that off. Hey, let's keep talking about it. Great, if it's there to talk about. Like you see, I don't talk about crypto that often lately. What are we talking about? Well, Digibyte went crazy. Let's talk about that. That's what we're talking about right now. But nothing else really. Bideo, they made another Bideo chain. They did another freaking partnership. Oh my gosh, Chainlink and, what was the other one just the other day? Well, they had to deal with Binance already, but man, I freaking forgot the other partnership they made. Bideo, what was it? CZ, what'd you call it? Tron. And Justin Sun from Tron retweeting this stuff. Like, dude, this is good stuff. Time to talk about it. But if I had to think about that stuff, I'll be fair with you, or the spiritual, the exploring, I love you guys, and I know some of you would want me to stick around and talk about that stuff. But if I had a choice, see you, love you, see you, wouldn't want to be you. I'm going over there. Spiritual stuff galore. And even if it meant, oh wow, I was lured over here thinking I'm finding treasure. There's no treasure at all. The treasure was the spiritual journey, dude. Oh, well, that was worth it. Done. That was totally worth it. But I'm here to tell you there's probably some other stuff. As you've seen in the cave opening, I already showed you, there are artifacts in there waiting for me to effing get in there and find it and open up this stuff and see what the hell's in it. I've never done anything like this in my life. Never got to do something. Oh, let's open that as an old artifact. Nothing. I watched it on some TV show, you know, Expedition Unknown, Josh Gates or whatever his name is. And it's episode after episode after episode after episode. We didn't find anything. Oh, this is so cool. Nothing. Commercial break. Oh, you found something? No, I didn't find anything. Well, the one episode, they did find the elephant tusks. The great woolly mammoth. They did find those. Okay, cool. But did you really find any cool artifact? No. All of these shows, man. And I'm like, I don't even have a show. And I already showed you guys a freaking cave opening that has artifacts in there. It's calling my name. What is it? What's under that little blanket thing? What's that little vase-looking thing or whatever? That little pottery? What's that little thing to the right? Let's open it up real quick while we're having a chat. Let's open it up and take a look. I want to show you. Let me show you something. Zoom in. Share the picture. This is obviously some kind of pottery. It's got a round thing on the top of it. It has a lid. What is this next to it? Is this a smaller one with a smaller lid? What is this stuff piled up over here? What is this little shiny thing sticking out? What is all this? This is, I'm telling you now, is absolutely leather. I just know it is. It's got an ear, so to speak, here. It has another one right here. And then there's this one. Is this just a rock? Is it something? I think this is another leather piece. And then you have this. Look at the design on this thing. It has a design, and it folds around like stuff. It's like covering something. I thought, oh my god, I think this is some kind of like blanket thing. That's what I think. I think it's a freaking blanket. You know, of ancient old proportions. Therefore, if it's a blanket, what is the blanket covering? Because it certainly looks like there's stuff under it. And, you know, again, this pile. What's in this pile? What is this thing over here? Is this like a skeleton thing? You know, it's got little rivets or ribs or whatever you want to call it. Like a backbone, spine. Or is it nothing? It may be nothing. But I want to go find out. And I'm sitting here staring at this in Florida saying, what the hell am I doing over here? When I could be going down that damn side of the thing with the GoPro on my head. Filming the hell out of this. Get my ass in that cave. And then go into the back of it and saying, what the hell, you know, back where my mouse is. It opens up and goes back. You just don't have a good view of this picture. How far does it go back? I don't know. What else is in there? I don't know. But damn it, I want to find out. And when I flew my drone over this the very first time, the footage that I was heading for this big opening cave that you can see from far away. It's not something that's hidden, like people know about it. And I'm like, well, I'm not hiking to go that. It's a hell of a hike and dangerous to get down. But I'm going to go ahead and fly my drone right over to the mouth of it because it's huge. And I'm going to just take a little peek in, which I did do, by the way. And it's just a big opening. You don't really see anything in it. But on the way there, and I always do this when I fly my drone, I don't just have the camera aimed at it and just go straight. As I'm going straight towards the object I want to go to, I pan the camera down just so I can kind of look at the ground. Is there anything interesting? And I first, halfway to this thing, I'm like, something's telling me to like go down there. Wait, stop and go check that down there. So I went down there, and there's a bunch of what I'm showing you on that screen a minute ago. There's several of these kind of openings. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, that one's interesting. Yet I could not even see these things when I was panning down. And when I went back to look at the footage of as I'm flying over this area, I'm just looking down at like nothing. Like, and I'm asking myself, why did I even tell myself to go down there? Why did I have that feeling? Like, no, I don't really see anything standing out. But again, was it my feeling? Or was it the guides telling me, bing bong, hey, go take a look down there. Oh, okay. And that's that feeling that I knew, okay, I know what that is. So I went and looked. And I discovered something, but I didn't get close enough. This time around, I got close enough. I was probably 5 feet away from this. I can't tell how big this opening is, but I'm going to say it might be like 4 feet diameter, just as a guess. Who's in there? Is anybody, you know, skeleton-wise? Desiree seems to think, Psychic Desiree, there's at least one, possibly 2 bodies. I'm seeing teeth, jaw, teeth. And I thought, okay, was it the chief of the village from 500, 600, 700, 800 years ago? Was this only 200 or 300 years ago? I have no idea. But to see this stuff sitting there, untouched, begging me, Joe, you're the one that's able to go get this. Why was I the one that spotted this? I got lucky? What the hell made me look down there? I didn't do it. It was something else pushing me. Joe, look down there. Okay, let me go down there. And I physically dropped the drone, go down, descend, and start looking around. Because you could see nothing. No opening straight down. It just looked like the side of the damn mountain. Until I actually got down there and then panned the camera towards the wall. Oh, there's a hole there. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there's like 5 or 6. And then I saw this one as I was coming out. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Get closer. Who made me do that? Somebody, something that wants this to be found. And again, I'm nobody special. I'm not any more better, specialer than you. But somebody up there in the sky, so to speak, spirit world, wants me and my friends, we're a team, to find this. Because if anyone else had found it, they'd probably just sock it away, hide it from everybody, have a nice day. I don't know that I can do that. This needs to be told, needs to be shown, needs to be, hey, look what we found. There could be history here that we absolutely need to know. And maybe that's why, oh, you're going to go ahead and get it. Now, if this thing happens to be the golden tablet that Dick Algar remote viewed, because this is very close to the area he remote viewed for me. Oh my God. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I don't know what it means. But a short-statured white man from the 1800s or so went there, according to Dick Algar's remote viewing, searching for this thing. He had a map. He had coordinates. He had bloodline of royalty in his blood. Like 50% was bloodline of royalty. What was he looking for? Something that elites or royalty knows about. Royalty knows about. He was trying to get it somehow. He knew where it was roughly. Is that in that freaking pouch? He said it was wrapped in a cloth thing, and then that was wrapped inside of a leather pouch, and then tied. And again, I'm going to zoom in. Let's go back one more time before I end this video. And if you look at this second one, you have this pouch, and if you follow it, I can't tell, but it almost looks like it goes up here. Follow my mouse. Like this actually might be part of it too, this first one. It's just lighter in the front because that's where the sunlight's coming in, so basically. It's got a little ear here. It's got another little ear here. And then it goes around like this, curves, goes up like this, and then back down. Then there's this one back here, which it could be a rock. But what is this thing? This looks like a tide. Like you can actually see the little lace thing, little circular piece right here, like it was tied. And that's the image Dick said he got, was this thing was tied up. And if you look over to the right, I don't know if this piece is part of it sticking out or if this is just a rock. It kind of looks like it could be a rock sticking out. Maybe this is butted up against it. And I can't tell you again for sure, oh, I know this is a leather thing. I don't know that. This one, on the other hand, I feel honestly really, really confident. And I had Fred the Indian look at this. He goes, Joe, that's leather. That's definitely leather. This one for sure. And again, over here on the left, look at this design. What is this? Like a cloth blanket thing. How big is it? Is it covering? How much stuff is it covering? But it has a design. And I want to see what the hell's under. You can kind of see it here where it like overlaps this little piece of whatever. Is this a rock? Is this more artifact? And it just kind of blankets it over here and then goes this way. I think it's some kind of covering. Again, I don't know until I get my butt in there. But there's enough in that image that is screaming And again, I was guided here. I take that as, Joe, you have permission, which I've already asked, and I believe I've got permission. Fred says, yeah, you definitely have permission. Because I think I'm the right kind of person to deal with it appropriately. This isn't about greed and finding stuff and hiding it. I want to share this stuff with humanity. There might be certain things I end up coming across at some point that just can't be shared. If you know what I'm saying. But I'd like to, again, some point, somehow reach out to Donald Trump, say, listen, can we work a little deal out here? I don't want to have to keep this stuff hidden, things that I'm finding, and when I do find other stuff. Can we just write an agreement? I'll sign it. Whatever I find, you're going to make sure it's absolutely public, everything that I find. And, again, I'd like a little finder's fee when we figure out what this stuff's worth. Little finder's fee, you know. I can't go out here for free and do this. I love you, but, you know. And Donald Trump's the kind of guy I think would be like, absolutely. That would be cool. And I hope that happens. So, on that note, take it easy.